Listen.
Yo.
Welcome back to PBZ TV, the show we talk about the culture, movies, TV, games, sports, headlines of all sorts. And we're back today. We've got a good episode ahead of us. How are you doing to James? How are we doing?
How are we doing to James? Well, what are we doing to James?
Couldn't have said it better myself, Gordon.
Flawless, my friend, flawless. We good. I'm excited about this one because there's a lot of ground to cover. A lot's happened, especially in the world of gaming, which I'm buzzed to talk about.
Yes, sir.
And I know you get a couple of stories and scenarios for me, so I'm curious.
You want to start with gaming? It's not on the list, but do you want to start with gaming?
Yes, I feel like we should because there's been a couple of new drops. I still haven't played it yet, mind you, for the listeners and for the other week for us talking about Crimson Desert. But like the general verdict is out for Crimson Desert, and everyone's calling it a bit of a flawed masterpiece. And I almost bought it. I hovered on that buy button, but I hesitated purely because I don't think right now I'm in the space for a game that deep and complicated. Like,
is that the problem it's got?
Yeah, I'm more worried about the actual game mechanics because I think it's the first game I've ever seen from like an RPG perspective where it's not just like a simple hack and slash. It's got like full grappling mechanics. So like, if you've ever played Tekken and you've tried to play as King and you've got to learn all the grabs, it's got that kind of stuff in it.
That sounds
so you
interesting,
can like
though.
just WWE like suplex people or flip people around.
But if you suck at it,
and it
you
has
just
a
get
magic
thrown
system.
around.
Yes, and that's the thing. I'm like, if I feel like if I don't get a good enough handle on it, I'm gonna hate this game.
It's like, you know, when you play UFC and the person you're against is a proper grappler and just get you on the floor.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, I just want to punch you and kick you in the face. Like, why are we on the floor?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not in the right headspace to master a game like that because it's not even counting all like the different magic systems. It's flight and traversal systems. It's one of those games that has a bunch of stuff it just doesn't tell you, which is like interesting to find out. So you go on a journey yourself, but I can see me, if I'm tired coming home from work, not being into it enough and just kind of wasting the opportunity. Whereas if I'm in like, you know, when you just get in them gaming zones and you like have a few period a month where you're just in it, I mean, I'm going to wait.
Is it too challenging for you is what you're going to say?
Apparently the difficulty is not that much. It's just so much you can do. And it's like, I don't want to waste the opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's a massive open world as well. It's a bit like when at one point I got so into Skyrim and then immediately within a day I got lost once and then I haven't returned. Like my brain is pretty. Yeah, literally, I got lost. I couldn't remember because Skyrim, at least for how I was playing it, felt it was a very RPG experience. It felt like I was playing Dungeons and Dragons but solo. So when I was in it, I was like, my character was doing this. I had ambitions for the type of character I wanted to be. Like I was in it, right? And then I was like wandering somewhere, and then I got lost, and I was like. And there's no objective marker to say where you should go. There's a bunch of things you can pick from, and I think I was like stuck between two things I wanted to do, and just started wandering around, got bored. And then I just never picked it back up again.
Is that because you were sort of creating your own storyline in your head?
A little
about
bit,
what was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that for people that
lost
play
track
like
of it.
career mode and stuff, like sports games. It's like you got to basically be a writer in your head. Yeah. Because there is no follow-up. So you've got to pretend that your manager's on your ass or something. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, and I didn't play Skyrim when it first came out, so I know there's like extremely dedicated Skyrim fans screaming at me, and I'm like, I get it, folks, but I was never there. Like I was more of an Assassin's Creed type guy, so that I never ended up getting around to it. So I'm gonna save Crimson Desert for another day. But
wait until that price drops, baby. That's the way to do it nowadays.
But it's not that bad. It's not a AAA 70, 80 quidder. It's 50 quid.
Yeah, but even then, if it drops massively, they fix it, they do all their tweaks, etc. You're gonna get the full polished game for half the price later on down the line.
Yeah, it'd be
once all the reviews
back when games were 30, 40 quid. Remember that? Yeah.
And back when they just released them and that was it. You just got what you got. So
that is the old head hill I'll die on. I miss just putting in a disc and it working.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the extra features that come with fast loading, but if you gave me the option. And maybe there should be an option. Like if you buy the disc, it just works.
Yeah,
but if you buy digitally, you can install it and it goes faster, so that you could choose both directions.
Is that the issue you're saying here? Like it's more about the issues about the loading times. I'm on about them tweaking the game after it's already out.
It depends on the game because some of them need it. Some of them need the fix.
Well, that's what I mean. Why though?
I haven't heard Crimson Desert technically broken in any way.
They wouldn't have done that back in the day, would they? They would have released the game.
Yeah, it would have been finished.
And it would have been finished.
Yeah, but that's not.
And even if if there was something wrong with it, that's what you got. You just had to get over it.
Yeah, we did put up with a few quirks.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be the amount of times we'd have to turn it off and on again. and things we used to just navigate.
But back in the day, people would be like, "Oh, if you drive into this swing on GTA 4, it just throws you up in the air. Like, you got to fix that." Someone must have been annoyed.
Those are fun glitches.
And then they would have been like, "Oh no, God," and revamped it.
They don't tend to patch fun glitches though, as long as they're smart developers. Like, they did it intentionally with Helldivers. The amount of fuckery that goes on in Helldivers, not like they fixed it. It still carries on to this day.
Yeah, I know.
That's the fun bit. That's the memories, man.
Yeah, exactly. So leave it alone. Just leave it how you did it, and that was sort of intention. Because once they start tweaking it, something else breaks somewhere else, and then it's just.
Well, I think that's a dev to dev or company issue. Because it's not universal across the board. I can't fault how games are for that. But I do miss just being able to put a disc in and being able to play the game I bought immediately and not have to wait. Like, that's better now, but it used to be like you have to wait 24 hours to play the game you bought on that day. Like, that's what I hated. Especially if it was that big. So
what, back in the day, or it's not more now? Because you have to wait now still.
It depends on the size of the game. If I wanted to buy the new COD that came out, it's going to be like, what, 150 gig minimum?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to play that COD if I bought it in the evening.
So what you're saying is when you could just put the disc in, you get a few loading
miss
but you're
that.
Straight into the game.
Yeah. I feel like I would happily take the trade-off. I think a lot of people would have the option.
When was the last time you did that?
Or buy a disc.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time.
It came with the PS5. I've got the Spider-Man Miles Morales on disc.
Oh, you got it on disc?
Yeah. But it also came on PlayStation Plus, so I installed it on there so I could just play it like auto, I think.
I've got a PlayStation 5 with the disc edition.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the case of a PS5 game looks like anymore. Because I know the PS4 was blue.
Yeah, white strip at the top.
Is it white? Oh my God. So I don't know. I've not had a disc.
Yeah.
And if I have played a disc, it's just a PS4 game that I've got.
Interesting. When was the last time you booted up an old PS4 game?
I do play quite a few because I've got like an external hard drive just with all my PS4 games because they can just easily fit on there.
Yep.
So in a fun sense, I basically can play all the games I used to have. And
dope. What's the last one you dipped into?
I played Call of Duty Call of Duty Black Ops 3 quite a bit. Just play zombies.
Yeah.
But that's on the hard drive. I swear I must have one game. But again, it must have been so long ago.
Yeah, because the thought of getting up off of my sofa,
I don't know where I've got it.
Open the disc case, get the disc, put it in. It seems so archaic now.
I don't even know where any of my discs are, or like where I keep them.
I wonder if there's just
back in the day you'd have a whole stack.
Yeah.
I
you should proudly display them,
and then you'd like dig down deep into find like I don't know some random game.
You own your own little like video store. You're like, yeah, let me get that. That's alphabetical order.
Did you do? I was gonna say. Yeah. Did I do it alphabetically or did I do it?
I did it with my 360 games.
I think I did it genre-wise. Like, you got your sports
games.
Oh, look
at you getting saucy. Yeah,
like FIFA 0, FIFA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, all the FIFAs in a line. Yeah,
literally all in a line.
Yeah, I had my Halos in a line. Yeah, but they were worked alphabetically anyway.
GTA, all of them.
Yeah, no, it's a shout. But I think that would be a cool trade-off. But speaking of potential trade-offs, the new Assassin's Creed revamp.
Yes.
Call it Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Your favourite one?
Yes, it is definitely
Resynced.
That's what they call it.
I like that.
For me, it's 100% the best Assassin's Creed game. And I know from a story perspective, some may argue Assassin's Creed 2, maybe Brotherhood.
Oh, I've heard 2's really good, and that's what annoyed me even more that I couldn't complete 1 because the guy wasn't there when I.
To be honest, you can skip 1. 1 isn't 100% necessary. It does introduce one important thing, and it introduces Desmond as the guy you play as in the real world. But
when? At what point? Later on in the story?
What do you mean? If you're playing from 1 to 2, Brotherhood, and 3, the guy you're in the Animus is Desmond, and you'll play throughout that. So it does introduce him and introduces like some of the concepts, but it dives deeper into. You could play from 2 onwards, and I highly recommend it.
Anyone care really who Desmond is or what he does?
He's the most likeable out of the people. He actually is a character that you might give a shit about. Anything after that is such an annoyance when you come out into the real world. They stopped trying with those characters a long time ago.
Yeah, because realistically, you're just a guy, aren't you? Like, who cares?
Yeah, because the whole premise of the Animus is that it pulls from the genetic code of your bloodline. So it's kind of you just play as randos that happen to be related to the person you're really playing as from back in the day.
Isn't it like, okay, so if let's just say you had a descendant, because 1 you said they might be making a World War II Nazi Germany one.
These are the rumours that are floating around.
So let's just say in that sense that if you had a relative that was an assassin in Germany, they would pick you and go, right, we need your granddad to go kill Hitler.
Yeah, well, this is where the plot comes in, right? So the real world, from what you remember of Assassin's Creed, I'm not sure it got to there, but there's two sides to the coin: the assassins and the Templars.
Yeah,
Templars they're both for peace, different ways. Freedom, control.
Yeah.
So this is the top level theme of things, right?
So that is in the first one.
Yeah. So it establishes those bits. The interesting part about when you get to 4 is like the guy you play as. They didn't make them a separate character. You're first person when you go back into the real world. So you walk around, people talk to you through a headset, you kind of do some basic tasks before you go back in the Animus. You actually work for the company the Templars own called Abstergo. So you're there as a worker and you've been hired because your genetic code matches up to a point they want to research. And this company, Abstergo, you work for Abstergo Entertainment, and Abstergo Entertainment, you're then like they'll bring in different people with different lineages that then can create these new experiences. This is when they started to tease like the new realms of what Assassin's Creed would be. Your pirates, your revolution, ancient China, Greece, all that kind of stuff. So this is how the story ended up setting up. But they gave up on having a separate character after Desmond, if that makes sense. You're following?
Yeah, I feel like...
But yeah, you essentially work for the company of the bad guys in secret as an assassin. Although you're not even really sure who your character is in Assassin's Creed 4. You're basically just doing busy work to get back into the Animus to be a pirate again. That is Assassin's Creed 4. They do keep that to a minimum, and you're basically playing as Edward the most of the time.
I must have played it now, 14, 15, like 15 years ago.
Many moons ago.
But was the fact... You didn't change history, did you? You were just researching, so you could go kill loads of people. And
in fact, the more you deviate from what actually happened, the more you get desynchronized to the file.
That's it. Yes, so you don't actually pick up.
So you can't go killing innocents, for instance, because that's not what they did back in the day. So yeah, it's a kind of a cool concept, to be fair. So it happens the way it happens, and it's the first time you get to see how history happened, but you have to live it through their lens and try and do exactly what they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of forget about that during the actual gameplay.
So I would be really interested in playing. I know actually a few of them, even the concept of like going back to like Egypt and where did they go?
Egypt one was dope. So that was like the big revamp.
But all of them sound really interesting, right? If they're done well, clearly like Black
stories
Flag.
May vary.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But even just the time zone and the
it's where it really started to get interesting. Because it was like, you know, when the new God of Wars were coming out and they were rumoured, like, what on earth are they going to do? You know, the story finished, where are they going to go? And now they've finished Ragnarok. It's like, oh, where do we go next? So the big theory is that the ancient Greek, Egyptian gods are going to pull up. That was like, how the fuck are we going to get this done, right? So that was always such
sort of
hype.
Timeline, though, right? Because in Assassin's Creed, we literally are jumping hundreds of years back and forward, left, right, all sorts, right?
But in the sense of Assassin's Creed, it makes sense because it doesn't matter what time frame you're trying to pull from.
Yeah.
So, do you remember from Assassin's Creed 1 that the thing they're trying to track down, I think, is called the Pieces of Eden?
Yeah, not too close.
This is what the main research that the Templars are trying to do is they're trying to find these pieces of Eden. They're pieces of ancient technology from a previous what's it called?
Write it down.
Previous
and
race.
send it to me later.
A previous race of people, like a precursor race, right? They lived on the earth beforehand. All got wiped out, whatever. And now, but their technology stays, and it's super ultra mega advanced. Whoever owns that technology controls the world. That's what the race between the Assassins and the Templars is really all about. Can you get the pieces of Eden to keep it out the other side's hands? So you relive these memories because that would be tied to a person that had the last known location of said piece of Eden. So you can kind of set the story up to go anywhere you want, wherever you want, whenever you want.
See, I want one. The Nazi Germany one sounds
sick.
Interesting.
Because it makes sense. Hitler was obsessed with the occult, so that'd be such a cool story.
Yeah, it would make sense for the whole.
Yeah.
But I think even maybe like 80s New York or something. You know what I mean? Running around. Something modern.
Noir detective, yeah.
Yeah, something modern-ish.
Yeah, because the modern side they've struggled with, because obviously it's been a historical franchise for so long.
Yeah.
Hidden Blades are cool as fuck, but as soon as pistols come into the situation, Hidden Blades are really naff. But I think that's why they changed everything up to begin with. So this is what kind of annoys me about the new Assassin's Creed, right? the combat systems are okay. Like I enjoyed it in Origins and I enjoyed it in Odyssey. But there's something about the leveling systems they've brought in and how enemies are just more standard, like health bar, chop them down, hack and slash now. But even if you sneak up on them, if they're a high enough level or if they're like a big boss baddie, you can stab them in the neck or in the back or whatever, and they just don't die. They just turn around and be like, hey! And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. You're an assassin. It doesn't matter how fucking big and strong you are, big boy. If you got a fucking knife in the neck, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Right? So that really gets on my tits. Oh, yeah. Because it just doesn't make any sense,
Plus, there's the whole risk and reward of actually sneaking up on someone and getting them, right?
You should be able to one-kill assassinate anyone. Because in some of the games, you were able to like skip a bunch of the bullshit. Like the journey you were supposed to go on, like sneak through the courtyard, assassinate these people, go up, maybe have a mini boss fight, and then kill this guy. If you were good enough, sometimes you could skip a whole bunch of that, parkour your way around something, just kill the boss guy in one go. And it made you feel like even more of an assassin. It felt like you were breaking the game.
Yeah,
so that was the stuff you'd love to see. But this new system is just, they kind of ditched the assassin part. So it means when we move to the whole ranged combat, it'll feel not as bad anymore. But from what it was, I just don't buy it.
You could just integrate. You know, they could just team up with like Hitman, let's say, because that is all about being a modern day assassin with guns, right? So it's all about.
Yeah, but it does feel a bit janky, the Hitman games.
What do you think? I think they're great.
I think he moves weird. The gameplay loop doesn't
slow.
Feel right.
You're
to
moving
me.
more realistic than you can't like climb up crazy things, jump
into
a big stack of haystack.
I found Hitman really hard. I must admit, I'm quite bad at stealth and planning ahead. I would just end up like, there's no witnesses if everyone's dead. Every fucking level of like, I fucked it up so bad.
I remember having one of it was like a demo. So you get like a level, don't you, on each Hitman. It's, you do each one and you can try and complete it several times but different ways.
Yeah.
So I had like a demo for something. And I was like, I'm going to try and literally off everybody on this map without them figuring it out. And I got pretty close once. I didn't even own the game. I was just like, let's just do this. So it was really good. And I ended up buying it after that because I was like, yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
But there is sort of, once you're sort of, you know, they find you or they know of you and stuff, it's sort of over at that point. Yeah, whereas Assassin's Creed, you can like fight your way out of it.
Yeah, you can usually.
And
but that's
that
kind
option.
of what makes you feel badass.
There's the paths, isn't it? You can either take the silent assassin route or you can go in all guns blazing in a way. But not
and I think the combat used to be really simplistic if I look back at it. Like there was attack, block, counter, and the counter was a one-hit kill. But I kind of liked it that way. I liked the power fantasy of it. I don't like having to like play fucking bullshit parry for ages with an enemy that's just a damage sponge instead of like feeling tactile and good. Like I feel bad to compare it to something like Sekiro because the combat system is so good. But if your combat system ain't as good as Sekiro's, I ain't really fucking with it, to be honest. Or Ragnarok, for instance, and God of War, like feels good. It's tight. It's just it feels good.
Surely it should be like nailed down at this point. Like
Ubisoft are known for making fucking massive games that are built within the same engine, but I feel like it always forgets fundamentals.
But if you were to go create your own, you know, first-person shooter now, you would just base it on all the good ones that you know and make it, you know, a good version of that. You wouldn't just start from scratch and go, let's try this version out.
The thing is, there's been a bunch of first-person shooters that have popped up. Can you tell me one that ever feels as good as COD and Battlefield? There's something about what COD did with that gameplay loop that makes it more satisfying for me than any other shooter apart from Halo.
Yeah, that's what I say. You just use that as that's the standard.
But people try and replicate it, but I say they don't get it right.
Well, that's what I mean. They
probably
need
guarding their engine because you can't.
Yeah, they probably spend a lot more money on it, etc. But like Halo is a lot slow version down of first-person shooters.
It's a different vibe.
But then you can, you know, right, we want to do a slow version of first-person shooters, so we're going to use Halo as a inspiration, and we'll do Fast and we'll do Call of Duty. So it's the same with all these fighting games where you've got to like, fighting mechanics within it, like your superhero like ones, your Assassin's Creed, etc.
Well, again, Assassin's Creed has the same system as something like a Dark Souls. You lock on, you put your shield up, you can parry. It's got the same mechanics. It just feels like dog shit.
That's what I mean.
Because they can't get it right. Well, at least in how I feel about it, and the fact that I was kind of annoyed that they moved away from it. But me being a hypocrite, they then moved back to it because everyone had the same complaint in Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. I thought it was really boring. But I think that was more of a story issue. Right. And I think they still had this kind of enemy level problem, which really does my head in. But that's why I'm looking forward to going back to Black Flag, because they've revamped the combat a little bit. But it looks like you still have the counter kind of basically one-hit kill, because you want to feel like an absolute demon,
an assassin, right? You want to feel like
you're a highly trained killer.
Yeah,
like not I could easily fuck this up, but it's not on me. Like I want the power fantasy of it. It's part of the story. Like
it's like, you know, for reference I've got, if you're playing Spider-Man games, you don't want to get your ass beat against a normal Joe, like everyday Joe. When you're Spider-Man, you'd be like, what the hell? Like,
it makes sense when you're trying to 1v1 Rhino, but not like...
Yeah, that's got to be difficult.
Not Uncle Joey, they just got caught on the back of a truck.
I mean, there's two, like, just normal bad guys, and not even the big ones. You should be able to just absolutely feel like Spider-Man. Just they can't touch you. Exactly. And that's the same when you're an assassin or whoever.
And I think they lost that
main character.
Bit. But it's because they changed the mechanics. I understand why they changed up, because they were like 8 games deep doing the kind of same thing. And I think at that point, if I take my recency bias out of it, people were asking for a change. But I don't think they were asking for something that big, or whatever they did didn't work. So it's like it's hard to mess with your formula.
That's why I said they should introduce guns or modern day aspects. So I think the Nazi Germany one, there's going to be guns.
And I think that they would probably be best to stick to the gunplay from Uncharted. I think I loved that gameplay system. I think it was really good. Felt slick. It was nice. Nice. Because if they get that wrong, it's just gonna be meh.
Yeah.
Meh. Because it's the third person shooter as well. So you've only got certain archetypes to pull from. Like, what are your favourite third person shooters?
Well, like GTA and stuff, really. Red Dead Redemption,
Red Dead, Gears.
Yeah.
Uncharted kind of counts, but it's more of an action adventure game.
I like Hitman, but you didn't like Hitman.
Yeah. So it's like,
but that's a slow version.
What inspos do you pull from? And guns have been played with, because you've got there wouldn't be muskets. What are the small ones?
What
in pirate times? Pistols, flintlock pistols. So you got like 4 to 6 depending on flintlock pistols.
Yeah.
But they're one shots, and I wonder what it's like when you introduce machine guns, semi-autos.
Well, yeah, because you've got now. You must be able to take a bit more. It's like, you know, if you're playing GTA or Gears, etc., you get shot, you're not dead, are you? You've got a bit of a kill to, shoot to kill ratio on you.
And it could be interesting. Like, this could either be really well timed from Assassin's Creed or poorly timed, because in 2 days, I think it's 2 days time as a recording, 007 First Light comes out.
Right. So see, something like that. Is that going to be third person, right? Usually.
It's either that or it's coming out in May. I can't remember. It's either May or I have to look it up. But that is a third-person action adventure shooter, which looks like it's got all kinds of story and wicked stuff in it, right? So
in James Bond, you are a bit of a mix. You can be a silent assassin, or you can go.
And I have a feeling that it's going to be a right mixture of super cinematic, like God of War, Uncharted style, plus the stealth mission. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of hype, so I'm worried about it now. I don't know what studio is making it, but like, if that's successful, they should probably model that. But then also like copying it. So this is going to be
This is my problem when you have games like this and you're basically just a normal person. Yeah, you're an assassin. You're a well-trained individual.
Yeah.
But as soon as you introduce guns, really you should be dying as soon as you get hit. So it makes sense with the superhero ones, because it's a superhero. He can take a few more hits, etc. Right? Yep. He can take a bullet to the face or whatever. It's fine. Apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
it's kind of where Dark Souls is kind of valid, to be honest. And even then, they still give you a few, get a few love taps that have been cleaved in half.
There's shooting in that.
Nah, but like, I'm talking
imagine
just
if
like,
it was. Jeez,
getting slashed by a sword once will do it.
Yeah, You get stabbed, bang.
But realistic combat, I mean,
it wouldn't be no fun.
So hard to do. But wasn't there a game that really like did that? Isn't Rainbow Six quite good at that? It's that you've got a couple of body shots at best, and then it's easy one-hit kill headshots, and it's always on, more
it's like,
realistic.
You know when you play hardcore on Call of Duty or something, it's a bit like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure even that's downgraded from reality slightly.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah, it'd be tough for them to introduce, like, I feel like it'd be pretty rage-inducing, depending on the missions they send you on. If you're supposed to be in, like, full, like, trench warfare, and you've got the same damage system as Rainbow Six, you're never getting out of D-Day, mate.
Exactly. Even when you play veteran on the old Call of Duties and stuff,
my god,
they're hard, but they're still not.
I played it on
dying
hard.
accurately.
And I think one of the issues with like Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, when you're playing a campaign, you pop your head out just a little bit.
Yeah.
The problem, the motion that hits you when you're getting shot, so you can't see where you're getting shot from, and all you can do is get on the floor and hope it stops. Like it was maybe I'm just trashing the game, I guess, but like it's just the fucking screen shake, and you can't even see what's going on. You're like, oh, and there's no peak mechanic back then. You can't have a look and see what's going on.
Yeah, no peaks back then.
Your screen would just shake and go red, and you would either just drop to the floor immediately and just see the constant quotes from different military
that was
leaders.
it. That was like, oh, I don't care. I've seen these all now.
I know I haven't planned this correctly. Fucking hell. So
I think I tried to, because you said you played it again recently. I think I tried to platinum it actually, and you have to do it on veteran.
Jesus.
Like you get to that. Do you remember the mission where you're in the house? It's estate, the map on Modern Warfare 2, the big estate house, obviously. But you're in there in the mission, and you're basically soloing against a whole army of people coming.
yeah, it's an insane mission. Man.
And
that must be so hard on veteran.
even on the easiest difficulty, it was a bit tricky. But yeah, I think that's where I got to, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't remember.
Because if I remember correctly, don't they give you like a minigun that's like launched to the front window at one point?
No,
or am I thinking
so.
that might be on the World
I
War
would have
II
made
one?
it nice and easy, wouldn't it?
But no, even because I remember it was on one of the World War II ones. I think I wasn't even playing on veteran. I think it was just on hard. But every time I used the fucking gun, someone would automatically clap my cheeks, so I couldn't even use it. I'm like, oh my
there's
god!
nothing you can actually do about that. You're just sort of stuck in the motion, aren't you? So if someone shoots in the face, how are you supposed to move?
Yeah, it's pretty mad. The fact that COD was always like, okay, you have to be a one-man army. Even you're surrounded by people that could help you. None of them do.
Yeah.
The AI help, like, and just trash.
Have they ever tried doing is it the new one? It is the new one, isn't it? In the new Black Ops, where you play online with people during the campaign.
God, that was an experience.
Because I was going to say, that does sound actually quite interesting from a...
Well, co-op campaigns as a concept is awesome, right?
Yeah.
But what wasn't awesome was it being like always online. I didn't like that. Like if I'm going to do that, I want a private lobby with the bros or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And it wasn't an option. You couldn't just play the campaign by yourself offline if you wanted to. You could, but you still wouldn't be able to pause it. I'm like, I don't like that. I'm playing campaign. I want to be able to pause it. Plus, the campaign was stupid. The worst thing ever made, especially by COD. So, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna. Do we have any rumblings about what they might do after this, or is like the game still feels like it's just come out? I guess at least in their like buying cycles. I guess how they've been doing stuff. But
well, I know when it was releasing, we spoke all about it, and you actually played it, and I was like, I'm not getting this
traumatic.
We said they need to just take a year off, like Battlefield.
I think it needs to take more than that. But
well,
like, what would we like? I know we want to say more gritty and stuff, but having more time to reflect on it, what do we want COD to be in future? Because we've got all the complaints in the world, but let's bring some solutions to the table.
I think you can't go wrong when you just make a new Modern Warfare game / or a Black Ops version of the game, just without the jumpies. Yeah, because boots to the ground.
They definitely need to stick real back to basics.
Because they murder it every time they do in Modern Warfare. Yeah, like it's just
Even Modern Warfare 3 didn't have the best reviews back in the day, but compared to some of the shit they've made recently,
Modern
I know
Warfare 3
was bloody amazing.
Ghost was pretty poo poo.
Ghost was trash. But then again, it was. I think is the story and the setting that really messed with Ghost. It was like this weird dystopian type thing. I didn't quite like it. I think it was a lot to do with maps as well. Maps were pretty poo-poo. So I think sometimes your setting can really do you in from the beginning.
It was the first one on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One generation as well. Surely...
What a good start.
Yeah, you go in with the bang sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
But
did they go to Black Ops right after that?
I can't remember. No, because they must have, because that would... normally they used to alternate, right? And that was the good thing. You're like, okay.
Because one of the Black Ops in that era was then absolutely incredible. We played the living shit out of it.
The good thing about doing it that way as well, because they've done 2 Black Ops in a row now this last time, and I remember they've done a couple.
Yeah, because it's usually their winner. That's why.
Think about it. If they do a Black Ops version and then a Modern Warfare version each year and alternate, that means if the new Modern Warfare sucks, you've still got the last Black Ops that you can go off, unless they both suck and you're playing them both back to back and they both suck. But I've tried to look for the next one coming out, and normally I swear it's by now that you know what's happening, but
Just trying to see what order Call of Duty was in.
Yeah. I try and. There's rumblings of a new game. Or maybe I'd put in rumours, actually.
I don't think they would know what to make at the moment, because part of me go back to basics and do World War II again. But they've done it so much that I don't think that would even work this time.
I've put in rumours the next game, the first video that comes up. Breaking, Call of Duty is completely changing. And then the one above that says Modern Warfare 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was back-to-back stinkers. So it was Call of Duty Ghosts, and it was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Oh, my God.
Which I hated. That was the start of jumpy bullshit, right? But then we hit Black Ops 3. Absolute fucking banger.
Yeah, that was good. But that was jumpy as well.
And then he immediately fucked up the bag with Infinite Warfare again. And just a picture is just you in space. And I'm like, oh my God.
That was even worse than Advanced Warfare.
And then it went back to COD World War II, which was pretty decent. It wasn't crazy.
It was alright, but it's just like you can't beat Battlefield at their own game.
No. Then Black Ops 4, which from what I remember wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
but I think most of the good bits I enjoyed was because they pulled those stuff from Blops 3.
Yeah, they ruined zombies that year as well.
Yes.
Like the maps were quite good. Remember 9 in the Colosseum? And then you had the Titanic map.
Yeah.
But they got rid of Juggernaut and all the usual like things and switched it for something else.
Yeah, it's like if they hadn't messed with the core mechanics, I feel like I would have been really in that. Yeah, and that was their cash cow too. That was the sole reason we went back.
Yeah.
Zombies was the thing that brought us back every time. And now,
it doesn't even. It's not enough. Because it's not the same. It's not old school zombies.
Yeah, but is that just us now, older in life?
Yeah, true.
It's really hard to rekindle an old zombie session.
They bring in the gobblegums, remember that? But that is actually a great addition.
It is.
So
I forget to use them still. I'm still too old school. I forget.
Even just the basic ones, though, where you can like have 3 times damage for a knife every round or something.
I forgot about that one. Because I used to always try and get the one where it's like you could teleport yourself out of danger. And then when I was in danger, I'd panic and forget I have it.
I take that one off, though.
Skill issue.
You end up being somewhere you don't want to be. And I'm like, I'd rather just...
even worse.
Yeah. I've got the one where you just basically go invisible for like 10 seconds, etc. But it's not... You can't, even if you're swarmed, there's no way you can pop it. It does the whole animation where it swallows it and you'll be fine because you're screwed at that point anyway. So even if you go, quick.
Oh, yeah. Do you reckon they would make more money if Zombies was a standalone game?
Yes.
Because they did it for, what's it called? Warzone. It's a separate thing you can download.
Yeah.
If it was like a live service thing with constant, always different maps all the time.
Maps, and you can play it at whatever genre of the game it is.
Every single Zombies map you can ever play.
So it's got all the maps, but you can play them Black Ops 1 version of mechanics if you want. Black Ops 2. You can
set it doing the settings.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a PC mod that does this already. 100%. And us console bros are fucked. But that would be lit. That would be so
why doesn't the developers just do it and then, claim the money that these...
It's probably like if we don't keep Zombies in the next Black Ops, no one's going to buy it.
Imagine, yeah.
Because we almost bought this shit Black Ops because it still has Zombies
I know. I was literally asking, wasn't I? I was like...
Should we? Because it's nothing like it. It's just.
But the thing is, when it's not a standalone game, they release 4 maps the whole year, maybe 5. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm not paying a whole game. Yeah. I'm not paying for a game where I'm actually just want to play this side option.
Yeah.
Part of it, and they don't even really invest in it.
Which is why we didn't pull the trigger in the end. So
I didn't get it. So
serious business.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that's a good shout. And that originally started as Assassin's Creed, but we're looking forward to the new Assassin's Creed. It's going to be fun. Hopefully, I really hope they haven't messed with too much of the core mechanics, but it looks all right. I think the only criticism from the crowd was, just going back to that, is there was no blood in the trailer. So like you'd be like slaughtering people and all the rest, and it was just like nothing.
Paint,
it's like that's weird.
Green stuff.
They didn't even replace it. They just took the gore out, which I assume is just like in the settings bar. They turned the gore out just so they could have the trailer be more universal.
Who doesn't realise that if you slit someone's throat, blood comes out anymore?
Yeah, you're literally playing a pirate game, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty insane.
And even in that trailer, I'm pretty sure you see some jubblies, right?
Well, no, that was a cinematic, but that was the original cinematic.
Have they cut that bit? Because there was a naked lady nearly.
Oh yeah, but that was like the story trailer. Like the new trailer is nothing but gameplay and what it looks like and stuff.
So there you go. You can't even.
So no jobblies. Hashtag justice for jobblies. So there's that. But I think it should be a banger, dude. It should be a banger. Looking forward to that.
I might even give it a go.
I think you guys.
Because if it is the best one, you're saying
it is the best pirate game ever made. And once you're in it,
that means it must be the best.
Once you're at sea with the lads and you're singing those shanties, sometimes you should just boot it up to sail about, pillage the English and the Spanish, and just take their shit and sing along, bro. It's nothing like it. It's so good. It's the closest I've got to living a pirate fantasy.
There's no online at all, is there? Like, imagine if they had online, you could just do it with the boys,
bro. And again, everyone's going to be like, this is what Skull and Crossbones should have been. Yeah, fuck Skull and Crossbones, bro.
Sea of Thieves apparently is good at that, but...
Yeah, the thing is, us being PlayStation bros, we really missed that boat.
It's on PlayStation, isn't it? But
yeah, but the fact it's free on Xbox...
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to pay for it.
Well, I think it's free with the Game Pass thing.
It's free on Xbox, but, I'll go and buy an Xbox just so I can play that game.
I've done that for games before. I've done it for Gears and Halo. I'm not going to lie, and that's how much of a fanboy I am.
Yeah, that's fair enough, though, at the same time, because then you're going to play more of those that come out.
Do you know how bad my Halo obsession is? When they did a crossover with Helldivers for the first time, where you could get the ODST armor, I booted up Helldivers, bought it, put it on, didn't even play a game. I just logged off. I just dressed them up and be like, and walked away.
Well, real money as well, you put on
real money, bro. Yeah, of course. Real money. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, what, just in case we ever play it again together, you're dressed
I'll still be dressed up as ODST. It wasn't Master Chief. They wouldn't desecrate him by having him be fodder like Helldivers in. It was ODST drop troopers.
You don't get that.
I would be fucking livid. It's bad enough he's in Fortnite.
I was going to say.
And kids from these generations were like, is that the guy from Fortnite? James Gale was arrested on murder charges. Fucking livid, bro. Disrespect the chief like that.
Literally I could picture your face on Anakin's body then. Not the younglings.
Oh. Yes, they all must go. There's other gaming news, but I feel like I might want to play the game first. Pragmata is the other one. Looks like Dead Space mixed with some kind of... It looks a little Bioshocky a little bit as well.
Yeah. You showed me that one, yeah.
And I think everyone's just really loving it because it's one, the gameplay's good. It kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. Reasonably priced, but then also you get a little girl sidekick, which sounds creepy on the outside, but actually it's just more of a... What's it called? It just seems quite adorable, the whole thing. So I think the story dynamic is quite good.
She's going to die.
I don't know yet, actually. So
I reckon she's going to die.
But she's a robot, so she should be tougher than that.
Yeah, but so it's not as sad then.
I think it might be. But I haven't seen... I would have already seen traumatized streamers if this was the thing. So I think you might live. Because if they're going to make multiple of that, they wouldn't kill her off.
Boring.
They might kill her off game 4.
Boring. Yeah, no.
But not yet.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, then it'll be more sad.
But we need new franchises, man. And it's good that we've got the Crimson Deserts, Pragmata, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they come out of nowhere in a way, don't they?
The best ones do.
Yeah.
The best ones do. So you never know. What are you laughing at?
Are we talking about games? Or? Yeah, okay, cool.
I suppose you can apply that to a lot of things.
Talking about games.
Oh, yeah.
And someone that's
unlimited
showing
games.
up for games at the moment. LeBron James, 41 years old, is still cooking. And is 2-0 up in the series against the Rockets. Against Kevin Durant's Rockets.
The Pouston Rockets, mate. Holy shit. They're so bad. They're so bad. I mean, I'm going to give full credit to the King. He just knows how to switch it on. But what I'm loving about the performance, if I'm really looking at it, is the fact that his game has evolved. So he knows himself so well now, where the way he might have used to been able to take over again with speed and velocity and power, he doesn't do that as much. It'll be in bursts if he needs to, because he'll still do it. I mean, the fact that he led the league in fast break points is an insane stat enough. This whole season, he's led the league.
Just goal hanging, isn't he?
But it's something to behold, and because everyone was like, completely write them off. As soon as Luka and Austin went down, they were like, it's over.
Yeah.
But you forget who he was. This is how he's always done it. He's always gotten to that place where he has to pull it out of his ass. But I can't just give credit to him. The rest of the Lakers squad has just been absolutely torching it. Luke Kennard.
Luke Kennard has been
good grief, that man's a
flamethrower.
Marcus Smart had a great game, game 2. He was absolutely fucking brilliant. Their centre, DeAndre Ayton, as well, he's done fairly well. Game 2 was a bit shaky, but game 1 was great. And Rui Hachimura has been fairly solid throughout all of them. So the rest of the squad has really stepped up. And JJ Redick's game plan to just make mincemeat out of Kevin Durant has been really effective. And the Rockets are just in a state right now.
I'm going to be a bit of a...
They're going to take a game back, I'm sure. They're going home to Houston. Yeah. They've probably got the next 2. I wouldn't even be surprised if this went back to 2-2. But I still think the Lakers are going to win it. Because even if
4-2 then, or like at that point, yeah. Because what I was going to say is to be a bit of a stinker that they basically have got to go to the Rockets now, to Houston twice, and now we've got a bit of evidence that they're here to play. The Rockets really have to turn it on.
You'd assume now they're going back home and they've seen what's happened twice. They must have some kind of game plan. They'll have some adjustments.
Yeah.
If they don't, we're watching a historic fuck up of his magnitudes of proportion.
Well,
if they don't take at least 1 or 2 games, that's insane to me. My prediction is Lakers in 6. Personally,
not 5.
No, I want it to be 5 for the meme, but if I'm actually trying to predict the series, it's Lakers in 6 because Bron's never lost to up 2-0. But
has he ever lost the first round as well?
Probably.
Yeah, he is dog.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that? No, I think obviously there's probably his like rookie year. It might be times where he like never made it in like his first rookie year, and I'd have to look into the stats of it. But
I'm pretty sure he said he missed one of them.
Probably.
Right? It must have been in the recent years though.
I think it might have been a year or 2 before or something.
Yeah.
Because obviously he had the injuries, but this is what is, people forget the little things he said. Like, this is the healthiest he's felt since 2018 because he's been dealing with injuries and stuff. When you think about that, and now you see the performance, you're like, oh yeah, he weren't lying. He was not lying.
Yeah.
And he kind of had a fairly meh game. Like, if you really watched game 2, he missed a bunch of layups near the rim. But he was just tenacious. He just did everything. It was a bit
close towards the end, though.
Yeah, he did everything he needed to do. Because even if his shot wasn't hitting, he was getting everyone else involved. He was encouraging people. He was setting the plays. He was just controlling the whole tempo of the game. And that was what was very, very clear. And that's what's impressive about it. That he can still do that in a different way. So,
is the worrying thing, though, because it was a close game in the end, and the fact that Kevin Durant scored like 20 points in the first half. And
then 23, and then he had 2 in the second.
Yeah, or 2 or 3 in the second half. If he was even just a slightly bit less crap,
yeah, like I said,
right?
This is Houston's series to lose. There's no chance, if you just look to the roster on paper, that they should be in this position. You shouldn't be getting cooked by a 41-year-old in the last 1 or 2 years of his season.
Yeah, but he's
just not happening.
37, 38. Like, he's not
still younger than Bron.
Yeah, but he's not the same. Plus, that man is literally a stick. LeBron's always been a well filled out human being. In a weird way to say.
Certified Bron sexual over here. Listen, I think Bron's greatness is like a gravitational pull, okay? What happens, it warps your perception of reality. It bends things around it. Because if you're really looking at this from like, oh, LeBron's always been like bigger and stronger and more consistent and more invincible than everyone else, when KD is supposed to be up there. It's supposed to be somewhat comparable to him. Or people have suggested for many years.
As a scorer, yes, but not as a...
And even I still don't understand the KD score argument. Like, everyone's like, oh, KD's one of the best scorers of all time. Well, where's his points at? LeBron's the best scorer of all time. I fucking hate that argument. Like, he's got every number to prove it. The youngest of everything. He's the best scorer of all time. Period. I don't care anyone else.
No, but he's a better all round player.
Exactly. He's
slasher more than a shooter.
Everything.
He's added to it a little bit in the last,
I wouldn't even say LeBron's a slasher. He's just fast as fuck, boy.
That's what I mean. Like, he's
just so good at everything. This is what we're saying. He's so good at everything, from IQ to passing to defense to it just warps your perception of like everything else. And if KD's supposed to be up there, at least in the top 10, he needs to pull some shit out. It doesn't matter if he's tired, it doesn't matter if he's 37. Because if LeBron is still expected to be a contender, this is how people talk about it. Like they're still expecting LeBron to pull out miracles at this age. It's ridiculous. We should be like saying hello to him on the bench. We're like, hello, mate.
Yeah,
how's retirement treating you?
He's here. He's in the building.
He should be getting up on his Zimmer frame and being like, to the crowd, like when they introduce fucking Bill Russell at the start of a fucking Celtics game. Like, this is how we should be introducing him. Instead, he's completely taken over a playoff series and just kind of, him and JJ Redick reinvented the Lakers pretty much.
I think it's a testament to how well he's looked after his body. It shows that the investment he's put in to keep himself going, we should be expected to see a little bit more than what a normal 40-year-old wouldn't have taken. If he didn't do that, we'd be saying the same thing you just said about Bill Russell.
My counterpoint to that is everyone else in the NBA can do that. They choose not to.
Yeah, exactly.
And the stat around him spending $1 million on his body every year is a false statistic.
Yeah, even so. But even if he did, I don't know why that's such a negative.
It's not, but it's basically people use it as a straw man justification. They'd be like, well, of course his longevity is that good because he spends more than any other player. We have no confirmation of the actual money he spends on his body.
That's not a negative thing. That's actually probably quite commendable that he does that.
It is commendable. But what happens is...
But then what I'm saying is you need to expect a little bit more.
Why should we expect anything more out of him than any other player? Is it because he's better than any other player?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's the GOAT. Thank you.
No, current.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
No, plus you're comparing him to a guy that smoked cigars and gambled.
Yeah, who probably had one of the best peaks in NBA history.
Still didn't even need to. Imagine if he looked after himself. He'd still be going now.
Shit league.
Still be going
playing
now.
Plumbers.
We'll get into that. Anyway, what I was going to say is, when's Luka and AD back? AD?
So...
AR. My God, that's what I was like.
AD's sat there with his boot on down in Dallas.
That's what I was like. That's not right. That's definitely not right.
But the general consensus is that there's potential for either one of them maybe to come back even in this first round, but later on. So if let's say the games, if we somehow got to a game 7, you could find an AR or a Luka back. Like they've sent Luka off to Spain for some experimental treatment on his like hamstring to try and get him back. Like they're trying to pull off some next level miracles, flying him across the world. Like heal him quick.
Yeah.
And that's
like in Spain, they're just stealing some man off the street, like taking his hamstring off.
They've like contacting witch doctors, everything to try and get him back. I think Austin's is like a rib contusion or something. So. For me, I'm like, fucking, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, man up. How bad can it be?
A rib contusion, though?
No, hold on.
That doesn't sound right.
No, I heard oblique. Hold on.
Because that's the bone.
Austin Reeves.
Because what I was going to say is they kind of need to be back for the next round if you've got any chance.
So let me see. He had a grade 2 oblique strain. I can't remember what the...
Strain? What? Where, though? Can't be your rib
where
itself.
Where the fuck are the obliques? Hold on.
Because your rib is... the bone.
Where this is what I should have paid attention to science is the oblique.
Was it sprain is the bone and strain is the muscle?
Okay, so it's like here. This is like hip muscles.
Oh yeah,
strain the hip muscles. So maybe he took a hit or he like twisted his back out at his young age of fucking 20.
Anything back related is a bit like. Ugh.
Yeah, you can't really fuck with that. But there's predictions that he's questionable. Even for the next game. So AR will probably return before Luka.
Yeah. That makes sense.
If he does, and Houston is still playing subpar, even if they do improve, it's Lakers and fire.
Well, they need to, though, because then it's the Thunder, isn't it, after that? So...
Well, the Thunder, I'm not, my stock in the Thunder is not as high as it used to be.
No, I know, but even so, you're going to need... You'll
need everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Hence why they're flying them off to contact every witch doctor they can.
Yeah, like, come on, we need them back for this. Because if let's be honest, if it was the other way around, if you were playing... To be fair, don't worry. I was going to say, if you're playing the Nuggets, if you're playing the Timberwolves, or you're playing the Spurs, you're all screwed.
That's a fucking series, though. Timberwolves were up 2-1 on the Nuggies.
They're up 2-1, yeah.
Jokic had a stinker.
And we... Yeah.
He had a bad game, bro.
Did you see the clip where they just all kept missing, though? Like, everybody was missing.
That, to me, I was like, everybody wants it so bad in that series. This could be the year where Ant-Man finally, Prove something.
Gets past the Nuggets and then it gets the Spurs.
Oh, I'd love it for the narrative.
Is Wemby okay though? Because did you see?
Yeah, he took a big hit. He took a really big hit. I think he's okay. He's on concussion watch at the moment, which means he needs to be watched for 24, 72 hours or something. Yeah. And then he'll be clear, which I think lines up perfectly for his next game anyway. Man, so my guess he should be. Yeah, he fucked himself up. Is
that because he's so big as well?
I think he was too focused on the play and just didn't even think about saving himself.
Yeah, because I saw him just literally.
He was trying to get that ball
at the last second, and
then first.
Think about it, right? You throw the ball off like that, and your arms are over here. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna.
Yeah. He should have prioritised himself over trying to get that play, but that's just kind of the guy he is. But he took a little fucking snap. He took. Oh my God, he was out a little bit. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Because it always looks funny in real time, but then when they slow it down, his chin is just dragging.
The whole head like oh shit! You don't want fucking Wemby's crazy enough. You don't need him come back with like CTE, fucking NFL energy, bro. Fucking demon.
So our predictions are pretty sure. So we said the Thunder will go through. We said the Lakers, so that's looking good. We did say the Nuggets, so they're 2-1 down, but there's time. And then we said the Spurs. And then on the other side, on the East, we've got Pistons and Magic, 1-1 tied in the series. We've got Cleveland, 2-1 up.
This is for you.
Against the Raptors. The Knicks are 2-1 down against the Hawks, so that's against our predictions. And the Celtics and 76ers is 1-1 as well, which looks a bit tight.
Yeah, the Celtics will pull through that, to be honest. I don't think the Sixers got the firepower to pull through.
Well, they beat them at home.
BJ Edgecombe is putting on a great series for that, I'm not going to lie. He's a dog.
So stay up to date as we
go through the playoffs.
As we go through the playoffs and see where our predictions landed. You can go see them in our last episode. We went through the whole thing in more depth, and we won't tell you who won. Go check it out.
Go check that video out on SportsCenter. Demonetized.
In another world of sports entertainment,
you've had some good news, haven't you, Tom?
Yeah, our Chelsea manager got sacked. Liam Senior is gone.
He's got the Chelsea blew out his fucking go.
God, I've never been so happy for a sacking. Oh my God!
All right, so paint me the picture. What led up to these events then?
All right, losing 5 Premier League games in a row and not scoring probably didn't help.
Didn't score on 5 of them.
No, 5 games in a row, no goals scored, and quite a few conceded.
Oh, come on. The player's got to be a little bit culpable for that. It can't just be a coach/manager thing.
Yeah, but
no I think goals outrageous.
Well, they've all just given up on the bloody process themselves because their guy that they actually probably liked in the end, Mireska, got sacked, and then they bring in this PE teacher who's really uninspiring with his quotes.
Why did he get sacked?
Because he wasn't a yes man in this organisation. He was like, no, I'm the manager. I'm going to call the shots, bro.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what to do. All right, you're out. Oh, really? Go.
Wait.
Yeah, you're gone. You over there in our sister club, you're coming in. You're our new manager. Yes. Oh, my God. Yes. I'm at Strasbourg. Now I'm at Chelsea, one of the top 10
he got his bag
teams
and got out,
in the world. Yeah, I mean, he got a 6-year contract and he lasted 100 days. So he's...
the Liz Truss of football.
He's been well paid for his short time.
Did he get... You know where he got that 6-year payout? He probably got
he gets a...
Fuck off.
Of course.
He gets the full thing.
Well, he'll get... I don't... No let's have a look.
It's got to be a breakout clause.
Payout. That's like the second thing. How much sacked Liam Rosenior will receive from Chelsea?
$5 billion.
Accept all these cookies.
The cookies.
Oh, we inserted a clever break clause to avoid a huge £24 million bill to him. So I don't know how much he actually got then in the end. Yeah, I don't know what he's still walked away quite nicely for a short amount of time in the job, but yeah, I'm glad he's gone because it really didn't work. In a way, you can kind of understand them testing it. Like, here's an experiment. Let's go with a young English manager for a young squad in a young organisation and everything. Let's just see how we get on.
You can see the methodology at least.
and it just really didn't work. We lost to Arsenal like several times, and then we obviously crashed out of the Champions League, getting battered by PSG, who are a good team, but still, there was no fight at all. And then, of course, these last few games, players have come out outspoken about how bad the organisation / everything is with the manager. So yeah, it just wasn't a good time, bro. Yeah. Straight up, wasn't having a good time.
It sounds like you had it sounds like a similar situation of fucking the previous Laker head coach, Darvin Ham. You said his speeches were bad.
Oh my god, yeah. But could they be any worse than Liam Resynced? Give me some. What was his speeches?
Well, you're on the bench. Lakers are getting their ass whooped, and there's don't settle. Go hard on them dudes. Everybody's trying to play you the right way. Salute. Be aggressive, and absolutely no real feedback, no game plan, no change up. Just hey, salute. It's fucking crazy. That's the thing everyone knows Darvin Ham for. It's just salute, bro.
It can't be but
his speeches were shit.
No, some of these are just bad. He's been getting ridiculed since the start, since he came in, to be honest, though, because of his
just coming with the power of friendship or something.
Yeah, he's been compared. I've seen loads of people going, he's the bloody Diary of a CEO manager. He's this 1% sort of kind of guy.
I can see that comparison.
He's talking about respecting the ball. So did you see that? There was a whole thing about all the Chelsea players in the centre circle. The ball's in the middle before kickoff, and they're all sort of...
Oh, he's doing a prayer circle.
Well, they're all doing a circle thing, and he's like, I want my players to respect the ball. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
You're going to go around and pray to it, like, oh, holy ball, we wish to put you in the back of the net 5 times today. And not
sacrifice a goat on it.
Yeah, it's very... I don't know, it's weird. And obviously he's talking about Lego a lot, and he was getting ridiculed for that. And then obviously the main one...
God, it sounds like a fucking team bonding exercise.
His main quote, obviously, I think I've said it on one of the previous episodes we spoke about, is the manage. He's a manager, so he's obviously there to just age men, because that's what manage is, really. If you split it in half and think about what the job is, you're just aging men.
That's the fucking gayest thing I heard in my life.
That's what he said. Why would you come in like that?
Pause, big bro.
So what? Do you know what? To the guy, I think one is too big of a job for him to even get his teeth stuck into. It's one of the ones you can't turn down.
Probably was shitting himself. Yeah,
you can't turn it down. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Give it a crack.
Because if it does go quite well, you're then one of the top managers in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Even if you don't, you want to go somewhere else afterwards, you're going to get a good gig. But I think maybe he just needs another chance somewhere a little bit. Maybe a championship squad, or maybe needs to go back abroad. But it's just
come to Southampton, mate.
Nah, Southampton are doing all right.
Yeah, leave us alone then. Don't know football.
Go away, you bloody Lego. Get your spaceship and go back to Lego Land.
Lego house and fuck off.
Yeah, so I'm actually quite chirped about the decision, but
what does the future look like?
Well, the rest of the season is still pretty cooked. We're in the semi-final of the FA Cup, which is crazy that we can still win a trophy this year.
How the hell were you in the semi-final of the FA Cup? You ain't scored in the last 5 games.
Nah, it's different competition, mate. Premier League, FA Cup.
Oh, right. So your last...
You NBA boys got one thing to go for. So,
well, sometimes there's the Olympics.
That's just a whole different thing.
Sometimes there's EuroLeague.
Yeah, we got Olympics, we've got World Cup, we got Euros, there's so much to sort of fight for on that end. Still hard to win things, yes, but there is more option. Yeah, you got 30 teams battling for one thing at the end of every season.
Makes it more intense.
Nah, it's not enough. But yeah, we're in that, but we're against the big rivals Leeds. So, and we've got and
you're down a coach.
Yeah, we've got a guy that just come back, and he was interim manager for a little bit, but now he's back for the rest of the season. But he's got any experience except from that. So it's not looking good.
It's not looking good, bruv.
No. So maybe we can win the FA
Do you
Cup.
have someone earmarked as who you'd want to replace him?
I would love Jose Mourinho back.
Is that something he's open to? I thought he was retired.
He's at Benfica at the minute. No, he's still doing his thing, but he's not been the same since the last 10 years. He's a bit old school.
Nah, okay. He hasn't
not
adapted to the modern game.
Nah, not quite.
Like these whippersnappers don't respect the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, we need him back to just be like... I'd love to see the contrast. The stark contrast.
Do you reckon you'd be doing, even if it's more old school, do you reckon you'd be doing better with Mourinho's system?
100%.
Yeah.
It's all about just, he has quite instant impact sometimes, and then it sort of burns the players out because he's so intense. But yeah, I would take him again. Third stint. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Welcome back to Toxic Eggs. Did he leave by himself, or did he get sacked last time?
He's been sacked both times. But if this is the third time, he's been sacked twice. But that was Abramovich that sacked him both the previous times.
What, was that a personal beef, or he wasn't performing the way
It was
he
a little
wanted?
bit personal, yeah.
But
when he came back, so they mend those bridges. But
Ruskies.
then, the second tenure, when he won the league afterwards, it went a bit disastrous the year after. But I'd have him back. He's the man. He's our man. He's our guy. Even though he went to Tottenham, Man United.
Even I know his name, so that's got to say something.
So the future is still not bright, but who knows?
Do you know his future isn't bright?
Who?
Arsenal.
That's the one saving grace in this
highlight of his
period of time. I've got friends that are Arsenal fans. They're like, "Oh, how are Chelsea doing?" I'm like, "Mate, don't worry. I'm not even worried about us because it's over.
I'm already covered in shit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get you down here with me.
You guys better watch your backs." And like I said in January, I keep bringing that up. They will win nothing, and so far we're looking good, bro.
How was it? Because they had a big game, Man City and Arsenal.
Yes.
Man City won 2-1.
They did.
Was that the kind of goal difference they needed? Because I remember you were telling me the different scenarios that could play out, where it puts them on the table. And I remember I saw a little snapshot where the table is, and basically they're right in sniffing distance. So
they're top now.
Is Man City top?
Man City at top as of recording.
How many games are there left? And who has to fuck up?
There's 5 games left. They've both got 5 games.
So 5 games left. Essentially, Man City now can't lose. And so
no, they're both on the same points.
Okay.
So if one of them drops points, it's but at that point it's goal difference. And Man City are obviously top.
Oh my god!
But then if Arsenal go win like 7-0, then that would put them top.
Okay, so it's either going to be a game of goal difference. Yeah. Or someone's going to make a colossal mistake and lose a game they shouldn't.
But if you look at it, they both win on an average of 1-2, 3-0 each game, unless the goals keep coming. Man City will win because they're top.
I'm not sure if you all know the schedules, but like, who's got the toughest 5 games left?
I think Man City might have a little bit more difficult games compared to Arsenal. Off the top of my head, just because.
Okay, so tomorrow they've got Saints, so you'll be.
That's the FA Cup though.
Oh, okay, all right. Everton on the 4th of May.
Is this Man City? Yeah. Is it at?
Would that be their next nearest game for the Prem? That seems quite far away.
When is it? Next weekend.
4th of May. I don't know if that's next weekend.
Next week.
No. As of recording.
No, that is far away actually. What's going on there?
Well, I'm looking at the Google preview. I have no idea if I'm reading this correctly.
Right, I'll get the matches up. Oh no, it's between them.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
So they've got Everton away at, Everton are at home on the 4th of May.
And then have they got Bournemouth next after that? Or is that
Brentford after that?
Oh, I see. It goes like this. Okay, gotcha.
Then Bournemouth, then Palace, then Villa.
I know that doesn't look that hard to me, apart from Everton. But maybe that's my stereotype of the teams from FIFA 14. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit different because if you're going off that, Brentford being like League One, and I think so would Bournemouth. So.
I don't even know where Brentford is, mate.
It's in London, West London. So yeah, they're doing pretty well. They're going for Europe, so that is quite difficult. Okay. Bournemouth are always a bit of a tricky customer, and they're at home.
Bournemouth, I've seen pulls off some crazy ass wins sometimes.
Man City, Crystal Palace are focusing on. They're in Europe at the minute and they're quite far, so they're probably focused on that. And so are Villa, and they're pretty much guaranteed to finish in Champions League spots because Chelsea are dog. So I think it is kind of tricky still, but if you looked at Arsenal's...
So they got Newcastle tomorrow.
Yeah, which is a tricky game. Even though Newcastle are doing really bad as well lately.
So anything in UEFA Cup doesn't count, right?
Yeah, so they're in the Champions League, which also means that they're not fully focused on... Because Man City have got...
distracted.
Man City haven't got Europe games anymore.
Yeah, so they've got the semi-final against Atletico Madrid. And then 2nd of May, they've got Fulham.
Which is another London team, so I don't know if there's any...
Then West Ham.
Which is, again, London. And they're fighting for their lives, so West Ham have to sort of win.
Yeah, West Ham, Palace, then Burnley.
Burnley they should batter, and then Palace... again, by that time, depending on...
fairly even, especially with like because it looks like they have more going on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But which means it still puts them in contention to win something, because it could bring home the UEFA and mess up the Prem, or vice versa.
If they won the Champions League, to be personally honest,
That's
would be... Yeah, it's one of those... It's always trickier. And
why is the Premier League more famous than the Champions League then?
It's because we live in England, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. The European League is like prestigious.
Okay, so in the football world, really, the top league is the Champions League.
Yeah, because it's all of the...
It's every top playing,
European League player, like Barcelona in it. Well, they're not actually in it.
And then after that, it would be the Prem. And then what would be after that? Like the European League somewhere? Or would you count some European leagues above the Prem?
No, I'd say the Prem is the best football national league. And then you've got, I'd say, probably the Spanish league, La Liga. Probably German league, Bundesliga after that. Italian league used to be the best, but it's not the same as it used to be. And then you got probably like France and Portugal, places like that. Even the Saudi league potentially in that mix. Turkey. So they're all individual leagues, though. Do you know what I mean? And they form into the Champions. Well, not Saudi, but because it's Europe.
It makes sense.
But there's a lot of money in Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's where all the
sir. So it's getting intense. I still think I have to go with it now. But man,
I mean, it'd be a crazy prediction. Not gonna lie.
But Saints to win the FA Cup though, knock Man City out tomorrow.
Let's go.
Imagine.
We need a win.
So yeah, that's the football predictions. We'll keep you up to date with that, as well as the NBA. Lots going on. We've
like and subscribe.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah.
We've got a couple one-liners that we thought were quite funny.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
What do we even call this segment?
One-liners.
What? I would look at it differently, but alright, one-liners.
Because you were thinking rage bait, right?
Yeah.
Because not all of these that I have are rage bait. They're actually kind of just funny. They're a bit corporate one-liners.
So give me the context in which you want to use these one-liners then. Hit me with your favourite list.
So I've been seeing quite a few lately, and basically the captions are always a number of, like 6 one-liners that I've been using that low-key go hard, and it's just the same. And it's like all corporate one-liners or rage bait one-liners.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Genres
it's that sort of vibe to it. But some of these are great. So like, here's one. Boy, did you come to the right guy when asked to do something that literally anyone can do.
Rate that. I like that.
All right, you only get 2 after you've just been... I can't read. All right.
There's the line.
All right, you only get 2. After that, you're just being greedy when someone sneezes more than twice in a row.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah.
If it's in the budget, following a request that has no financial component.
Classic. Yeah, love that.
You know what they say, followed by the most nonsensical phrase ever. I feel like you'd be quite good at those.
You know what they say? When the bird chirps, you get the... I was about to say worm. That makes sense. I just made a completely logical one.
I'm like, that sounds good. Well done, James.
When the whiteboard writes, you put socks in your shoe. That actually makes sense. Why am I coming up with ones that make sense?
I just bigged you up, and now you're choking.
I don't think my brain works the way you think it does, mate. I'm learning more about myself every minute.
Oh no, it's because of the pressure. Honestly, you do it in front of the camera and say go.
Be rabbit.
Yeah, it's literally.
Arms are heavy.
Arms are so bloody heavy.
Mom spaghetti.
While we're young, please. When someone takes more than 4 seconds to do something.
Classic.
Physique checks out when someone struggles with something that's nearly physically impossible for a human to do.
No, that one will keep you up at night.
Can you imagine that?
Especially because you want to defend yourself immediately. Imagine like trying to pick up Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
His physique checks out.
Physique checks out.
Fucking bitch. I'll get that. Yeah, I like that one.
Raising your voice won't get you anywhere when they're speaking at a normal volume. Saying, I don't care what they've been saying about you. I think you're cool. And refusing to elaborate further after that.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Oh, nice, yeah.
Saying, yeah, for you, in literally any situation. And the example here is, they say, work has been really hard lately for me. And then you reply with, yeah, for you.
skill issue.
And then one I saw ages ago was a really good one. It was basically if someone says anything in that scenario, you say, "Are you sure you want to do that? Given your history."
Yeah.
And then just don't elaborate any further.
Yeah, you can't. And you have to do that in front of new people.
Yeah.
You've got to ruin their reputation immediately.
Yeah.
Set doubt.
Exactly.
Establish dominance.
That's the way to do it. I like the ones where it's basically like if somebody is stuttering, it's like we can always reschedule or something like that. Or
see how and now I'm like, I'm too basic. I just go or I'll just go, that's all, folks, when someone's stuttering. Like, that's a nice one. Yeah. There's a couple others that I've been finding the rage bait ones on TikTok, which are
I've been avoiding those. I've been saying like the wholesome ones. Saying, is this thing on when telling a joke and no one laughs?
Mate, that's mad, because I saw a screenshot today of a guy's Hinge profile, and it's just like 10 messages, it's 10 different women who have aired him, and he's just right, is this thing on? No one replied to him.
That's sort of like a good recovery though, isn't it? Like,
it's fucking not. It didn't work.
That's a great recovery. If no one laughs, you just go,
depends
is this thing on?
It depends if that was the reason he got ignored. Context is everything.
Oh, I used one from Friends actually. It's a sort of go-to. I've never really watched Friends properly. It's just like
who the hell's got the time for that?
I think Chandler. I think even what I have seen, he is actually probably the funniest character in it. But
he's the only one that actually. It's rare that an American show knows how to use sarcasm.
Yeah, he's got a lot of sarcasm.
That's why I think we appreciate it here, because he's the only one that gets it. So.
But there's a quote in the show where he's basically getting ignored, or no one can hear him. He's like, "Should I use my invisibility for good or evil?"
I wonder how many of those he came up with by himself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is Matthew Perry? Was he?
I feel like he was about that life.
Is it the writers on shows like that, or is it actually
potentially?
Because like we said about Scrubs, the janitor, that was all him.
Yeah, he strikes me as a janitor type. At least that's my headcanon now. That's what I'll believe about him.
Oh man,
no one can convince me otherwise. Have you started watching new Scrubs?
Yeah, I've just finished it. The season's finished.
What was your opinion?
It was rather good.
Yeah.
It was rather good compared to what you'd think.
Yeah.
It started off really well and then sort of dipped. But the new characters weren't
if
annoying.
We really think about all of Scrubs, not all of it was good, right? It's daytime TV, like it goes up and down. Yeah. But as long as it was core to what it was meant to be, I think that's the most important thing. Yeah. And as long as you think that it sticks to itself.
Yeah, and it's not taking pop at the whole Gen Z and being woke day to day. It's still quite funny.
That's so done.
That it's like we're over that, but it does maybe a little bit like because they're old now and they're like, I don't know how to use this thing and stuff like that.
I can imagine there's probably a lot of new tech from what used to be in Sacred Heart.
Yeah, one of the doctors is an influencer and stuff like that, but
yeah,
it's not done really.
Taking a pop at an influencer is still fine.
It's not. Yeah, it's not done. It's not done bad. Yeah, badly, but. Spoilers? Was there just a spoiler?
Well, don't spoil too. I was considering watching it.
Okay, there's a bit that I was actually the last episode that sort of finished. I was a bit emotional, man.
Because I have spoiler alert 3, 2, 1. I've seen the fact that Dr. Cox is unwell.
Yes, that was the bit. I was like,
oh,
Perry. No.
When Scrubs is so good at being really funny and entertaining, and just switching up on you in a heartbeat.
Banks, yeah,
and it's probably one of the only shows who can do that.
Yeah, that
it's really good.
From going from a complete comedic, really cheesy to then really heartfelt.
Because from what I remember, they used, I think in one of the scenes, they used the same music as when Ben passes, and the other one was like, that is evil.
Honestly, he was just, so you've said it now anyway, but in that episode, he's sort of like, then he collapses, and you're like, oh my god,
the invincible Dr. Cox.
Yeah. And he is still quite funny afterwards, because I think that happens at the end of the second to last episode, and then they're basically trying to fix it.
And they're going to carry it on, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Good.
I think so. It's ended on like a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
there's more to come.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it was good. It was actually quite good. It was really short though. It was probably like 10 episodes, if that.
Is it? So how long do seasons used to be for Scrubs? Were they like 24s?
Like 20s, 25s.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. To be fair, but that's the new meta for shows, like 10, 12 episodes.
It feels a bit more like a pilot again, like to see if.
Well, that's what the anime community always does. You get 12 episodes if you're lucky. 24 if it's a mainline series.
Once it's got the investment, yeah.
But yeah, this because again it was a risk, right? They could have fucked this bag up 100%. And then cut it off at 12. Is probably the only makes sense. You can find it comes back at 24.
Well, I think at that point you couldn't really get any worse than season 9. So it's like, let's have another crack. Why not?
Would you, if we're trying to analyse season, do you reckon it's because it tried too much, too many new characters, too much, or is it just felt like it strayed from itself?
Yeah, it shouldn't have been called Scrubs. I think.
Sacred Heart or something.
Yeah, because they shouldn't have let the old characters even come back in a way. It should just be, if they were going to do that, the whole idea was that Bill Lawrence, the creator, it was happening during, the 2008 crash. He didn't want to tell people that, because he didn't want to do it, but this was guaranteeing his fellow friends, actors-wise, could have a job during this time.
It was a mad time.
So it's like...
yeah. Get
Who
your
is
bag,
he to say, no, I'm not going to do it because it'll ruin the legacy of the show, or my friends can't eat?
Yeah. Get your bag,
Well,
bro.
I say can't eat. They're probably well off still. But shall we finish off with some quick things that make you go,
Yes, let's do it. Let's get some thinking in this motherfucker.
Part 2. There was one, actually, that we liked before about... a WWE one. So would Prime Undertaker survive in today's WWE, or would he get cooked by social media?
I say 100%, but I think his gimmick would change to be more serious, similar to a Bray Wyatt type. Because I think they strayed from this anyway, and a lot of people are not happy with this new corporate direction. And like we talked about last time, I think at this point they have no choice but to turn it into a storyline.
Yeah.
To acknowledge how corporate these events have gotten.
Yeah, that's true.
And the amount of ads that are in it, which is insane. The Ring's got ads in it now.
Yeah.
I think WrestleMania Day 1 was like, 3-4 hours or something?
4 hours, but actual wrestling was about 80, 90 minutes.
It's a joke. It's just too much. Way too much. And, I think if Taker was here today... I'd almost want him to be used really sparingly.
Yeah.
Like he was near the end of his career, but throughout the whole thing. But then again, I'm quite biased. I did like the kind of weird supernatural elements that came in sometimes. Like, I love to buy into that.
Well, that was part of the story, right? He could literally sort of bury you alive and kill your character off.
Well, again, because I watched it as a kid.
And he would appear out of nowhere.
I believed that.
Yeah.
When he dragged Kane down a hill. Oh, mate, I've never been like, oh, Like, it was so cool.
It's kind of, it was scary. He was that figure, right? He was the...
Yeah.
And he was, in real life, actually, that guy. He was like...
in the locker room, too.
In the locker room. Yeah. Don't mess with the man.
I think there was something so cool about that. He was like some kind of Thanos balancing force in the WWE.
Yeah.
Step out of line too much. You go one-on-one against The Undertaker. So, I liked it. And I think he'd be fine. Because, like you said, a 7-footer that can move like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just ain't real, bro. Even in today's WWE. It's insane.
He was going to be a basketball player at one point, but he just didn't pursue it further. But he was getting scouted, etc.
I mean, it makes sense. He probably could have done most things.
Yeah, 100%.
Could have been NFL too, probably.
Yeah, 7 foot tall, that big. But it's funny because he's got a podcast, right? But he had John Cena on it. It was during WrestleMania season, but they're in the ring and they've got a crowd and stuff, so they're all watching. Yeah. But they recall their WrestleMania 34 fight.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, The Undertaker's retired at this point. John Cena's not got any opponent, and he basically calls out The Undertaker because it's a certainty.
Was he just at home, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was a bit like, whoa, what the hell? Because John Cena's character, or probably his decision actually, was like, well, I ain't got any title to fight for. I'm not in any feud. What's the best way to get on a
Let me just challenge the Grim Reaper real quick.
Yeah, calls out The Undertaker. Undertaker's gone, oh crap, okay, I'm needed for this.
Yeah.
And he locks in, bro. He literally gets in like the best shape he said he's been in for 10 years.
Oh, what legend.
Yeah, fully gets ready for it. And never shows up in the promo or anything because that's the whole point. Cena keeps calling him out. No answer, no answer, no answer. So Cena's like, well, I'm just going to go as a fan if he doesn't turn up.
Yeah, and you finally hear that. Dong.
Well, so he turns up to WrestleMania. Even at this point, he's in his like t-shirt, jeans. He's sitting with the fans, having a beer or two. He's a fan. It's not confirmed, but obviously, but in the back, right? So the Undertaker's gone, right, feeling great, goes into Vince's office. All right, how long we got today, Vince? He's like, about 5 minutes. I want you to just roll him over, do him, best moves, done, call it night. He's like, I thought, yeah, good one. We got at least 30, right? Let's put on a show. It's John Cena versus The Undertaker.
Yeah.
No, 5 minutes, seriously. Do all your best moves. End this guy. He's like, nah, you're joking me. So he calls John up. He's like, John, get in here.
Yeah.
Like, Vince has lost his mind here. Like, let's sort of talk him out of this. John comes in. No, he's right. Yeah, 5 minutes, just absolutely kill me. He's like, I've been working out this whole summer to get in the best shape of my life.
Let him know, bro.
And you've just, but the whole idea is that, you know, he's supposed to be the Undertaker. He's got that aura. He just ends John Cena because John Cena's not been taking it as serious and stuff. But
yeah.
And John Cena's certain, like actual him in person was saying this, like this is what the people would want, just for you to destroy.
I can't argue with John because I wouldn't want the Undertaker to take any damage.
But no, the Undertaker, and I think I agree. He was like, mate, we should have had that match. I was in a great shape. We could have had a classic.
Yeah.
And they never fought really throughout the career.
No, they didn't.
Really, really early
John
on.
was a good guy throughout the whole thing. No reason to incur the Undertaker's wrath, really.
Yeah, they just never crossed paths unless a couple tag teams and just early days, not when he was the guy. And then, so I disagree. I think John ruined that for everybody here. And,
did he get called out then on that pod?
I see in the comments people are like, nah, they should have had that classic match.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see it as long as Taker still won.
Yeah, I think that would have been the case.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have lost really ever, to be honest. But
no. Do you reckon the streak should have gone undefeated?
Should have. Or you'd have someone worthy enough. I guess Brock is worthy enough in a sense, but not at that time.
Not anymore.
Flattened. Yeah.
And retired.
Yeah. That was a shock as well. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No, I think he made that up on the spot.
He was like, I'm done. Screw you guys.
And you know what? I really respect it. If that's really what happened.
Yeah.
Because maybe he felt responsible, because the WWE doesn't have a real monster until Oba arrived. I mean, it was like, finally, someone that can take the mantle. I was like, that's kind of fucking hard. I'm not going to lie. Like, if he trusts Oba that much, and he's so over.
Yeah.
I still walk around the house fucking. I love it. It's such a good bit.
Yeah, he's got to go on now for many years.
He needs to reign.
27. You know what I mean? Unless and
I need him to, whenever they do match him up with Roman, I need him to absolutely slap Roman. I need it to be a sense check, and then Roman can go on like a big training arc if he finally does want to be the one to beat him again. But it has to be a long time. But
the thing is, when you do that though, what more can you do than have someone destroy everybody? When they had it with Brock for ages, that he would just destroy everybody.
Sometimes I think that role is needed. It's like The Undertaker. It's like a pillar.
Yeah.
Right? You need that pillar of stability to know that. Because he did it with a Big Show for a while. Big Show come in, fucks you up. And at some point, anyone could be Big Show.
Exactly. So then he's
lost the power, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I need him to retain the power for a good long while. And the only way to take him down is to tag team or cheat.
Yeah.
Because that's how they used to beat Brock back in the day. Like, you've got to use your wits.
Or like in a triple threat, so it's not him getting pinned. And you save him.
Yeah.
Ladder match, he's not the one climbing because he's down or something. Do you know what I mean? It's not...
Yeah,
or that's the way to do it.
Or beat him at a different game, like if it's money in the bank or something.
Exactly.
And the fact that you're like quicker and more nimble. That,
or still caged, like you just get the hell out of there quickly before he absolutely murders you.
Yeah, and I want some sick spots.
Yeah.
So that I think that it's cool to have that. I feel.
On to the next one. If your life was a TV show, would people actually watch it?
Oh,
it's hella depressing now.
I think
what would it be called as well?
The earlier seasons are probably a bit boring.
The earlier seasons?
Actually, the middle seasons, it lulls in the middle. It really picks up towards the end when we get money.
Would have been cancelled, is what you said.
I wouldn't say cancelled. I think it would have just been... Well, actually, maybe.
The ratings
would have been down.
Yeah.
There's not much you can... Sat at a computer is not really good fucking...
What is it going to be called then? What's the show? Like Everybody Hates Chris is sort of about his life up to a point. It's his childhood. I guess that, like, if his life was a show, would people watch it? And they did.
So first thing that pops in my mind is like The Life of Brian, but The Life of James. But it's too easy.
Yeah. But it could have that same spin on it, so it's Monty Python humour for your life.
It would have to be, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Worst things have happened at sea, One of my favourite sayings. I have no idea what it'd be called, but I think everyone would say that unless they have had an extraordinary life, would feel like their life isn't not that entertaining. Are you allowed to edit it, chop it, and change it, and pick the bits so you can make the story?
Yeah, you're like the head writer.
Oh, my director as well.
Yeah, you ain't gonna pick.
I'm not Truman. I'm not getting Truman showed.
No.
Oh,
I can't believe anybody would actually watch that in that universe.
Well, funnily enough, they did it in a game show in Japan. They did it for a real life dude.
Did they?
Yeah, he lived a whole year.
Well, he didn't know though.
No, he knew. He signed up for it, but he lived a whole year in a house by himself.
Yeah, but that's different though, because that's like basically Big Brother in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah, but
and
for a year.
But I'm sure they put curveballs in there for him, and
they used to torture him.
Yeah, see,
that's why it was controversial. They actually fucking tortured that man.
Yeah, but that's Truman. Yes, they did as well, but he wasn't none the wiser that he thought that was life. He just thought, they literally.
I wonder if that's happening to someone right now.
What, the Truman Show? Oh,
dead ass. Like,
I've given it away. He knows everybody.
Just see a boom pole run away from it.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god.
Have you ever been out of England? Oh, you haven't, yeah.
What's England?
Yeah, you have.
Turns out all countries I know are made up. We're in bling de blong.
Yeah, put you on a plane. Planes don't actually exist. But you basically went up for about 10 minutes and got you down.
Come back as just Victorian England. You thought you could fly?
Yeah. You're still here.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be
weird. It couldn't. It's morally unethical, really, isn't it?
Well, absolutely.
But it would make for good TV. No, but that's my point. Would it make for good TV? 24 hours a day just watching some guy live?
Nah, I don't think it would. I think in real life, people wouldn't give a shit.
And his life, yes, they...
Well, actually, Twitch streamers do these long-ass subathons where they'll, like, sleep in that and people can, like, wake them up and disturb them and shit. Like, you ever see one of Kai Cenat's like big subathons?
No, I can't imagine.
I don't know how people tune into that, but I've seen clips from it where like Drewski and Kevin Hart will sleep over in his bedroom, which is a crazy concept. Yeah, but that's like
scheduled madness, isn't it? Like they know they're going to come.
But they had people with different roles. So they had people come in on like literal night shifts. Or to like entertain the crowd a certain thing. They hired the guy. Do you remember when there was this massive trend of people acting as like characters for games if you donated to them live, and they would just pretend over and over again if you donated the same stuff? You ever see this? There was like an NPC trend, and there was a guy that looked and sounded exactly like Miles Morales, and you would just see him on live, and if you donated like a galaxy, he would like say a certain line. So Kai Cenat brought him on because he got really big at some point. So whoever would donate in the Twitch chat, he would have to do some kind of action, and it's like, what does these proper Black Mirror? If I really deep it,
I was gonna say,
and there was those
iCarly, isn't it? Really,
kind of, but it was like always on, and he would go live for hours. Same with like there was a lady that did it as well, and she would just say the same thing over it. I was like, whoop, and just say a bunch of madness. It was crazy. People would do all kinds of crazy shit.
And that's one camera, by the way. That's just that camera.
Yeah, they would just stare at their phone for 8 hours. Just waiting for people to send something in. But they would make so many bags. It'd be outrageous. 10 grand as soon as they do one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because...
If someone offered me 10 grand right now to stare at a camera and do some fuck shit every time someone donates, I'm doing whatever the hell they say.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. You know where to send the money, because we will we'll do it. We'll stare at the camera. And
donate right now.
Whatever you want.
Well, no. Everybody would though. Imagine.
Yeah,
5-day work week, 50k. You mad? You make more than footballers. Some footballers, mate.
Yeah, but crazy hours. But then, like what I was saying is
same work week, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I thought you said they do like 20-hour days.
I'm not sure they were doing. I'm not sure they were doing that. Maybe for that stream, but like, I don't know.
But that's the thing, though. Like. Comparing a Twitch stream, which is just one camera in someone's bedroom, just like, or like we've got here too, and it's just this.
It'd be this guy.
This. Guy's in it, it's just like
guy's just sleeping in the back. But like this guy would also do his own separate stream, and it'd be like you do donate for a certain thing, and I'm like, this is like some really weird alternate reality we live in, bro.
Yeah, but that's just they're in on it. Like they're ready. They're here. They're waiting for. Like I'm talking about someone like this guy in Japan signing up to be on a game or in a TV production. Multiple things follow him around every single second of every day.
Yeah, it's mad.
is that, yeah, you throw in the curveballs, because then it's like a Mr. Beast video at that point, isn't it? You know, he locks people away for like 100 days for them to lose weight.
Yeah.
If they don't, they get nothing, etc.
Our Lord Emperor, Mr. Beast, torturing people for entertainment once again.
But but the money is worth it, 100%.
For some, yeah.
For some, who's not.
Depends what you have to do, mate. Because you don't always win the money. Yeah, but like, you can keep the jet if you keep your hand on it. All right, yeah, I'm probably going to fall asleep and accidentally let it go. I've just wasted all that time. So he doesn't often give consolation prizes. He does
sometimes. He's like, you take it off right now, I'll give you 10 grand.
Like, you have some Mr. Beast chocolate bar. There you go.
Yeah, no, but he gives people like, 10 G's if they fall into his trap.
Oh yeah, sometimes they hang on long enough. Like if anyone 50 bags run out, let go, and everyone just fucking lets go.
Yeah,
like maybe that's the goal. Try and get a Mr. Beast video to hang around until he starts giving sub prizes, and then you can get out.
Oh, that's probably the cool.
That's the move
to get to the end game or whatever the final thing is. Because even like I don't watch them that often because
his videos are boring. To be honest. They're not really for us. They're aimed at kids, really.
Yeah. I mean, they're interesting, aren't they? Let's be honest. Like, you've watched a few.
Depends on the concept,
They feel quite repetitive now, in a way.
They're so over the top, It feels like a previous era of YouTube. Like, there's this nice little renaissance going on YouTube at the moment where, like, simple videos are taking over.
Yeah.
I feel like several channels people just talk to their phone. Nothing else, no editing. Just, I'm in. I'm just watching it, just chilling. So it's nice. We've gone full circle. From billion-dollar productions right back to, hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And I'm like,
just going to the shops right now, but I'm going to talk some.
The universe always self-balances.
Mr. Beast is there, like, freaking out how his bag's just disappearing before his eyes.
I still think he's an institution.
It doesn't matter, though. Even if his views completely drop, he's still earning so much money.
I don't know about that. Because he reinvests so much money into other things. Like, there's been multiple like articles from like proper financial things that are just like, yeah, Mr. Beast does not make any money, like, at all. And he makes loads of revenue, but so much that is reinvested into other stuff, and his companies have ballooned to such a big point that he's a bit like an AI company or a stock market. Like, it's just been held up by thoughts and prayers at this point. And it's unverified information, so I'm sure you guys can check it. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that runs very low profit, if profitable at all, because of how much they have to put into the productions every time. Because I remember him saying on a podcast that he's gotten to the point where he can't do a normal sponsorship because they wouldn't be able to afford any single production.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck? You've gone too far, bro. Come back.
Is it because you watch one now? He's like, this part of the video is sponsored by these guys, and then the next part is like he's just got
you must have to like
split as much as you can.
Sponsor stack.
Yeah.
Which is nuts, really.
Which is just like, do you want
can't just hit a Surfshark VPN. Hit us up, by the way.
Turns into just WrestleMania. Like, this part of the WrestleMania is sponsored by Prime, Snickers, everything. Like, honestly, just take everything.
Start throwing products at the crowd. to be fair, I'm sure it's a kind of a similar level of like revenue needed and saturation. And if he doesn't secure those things,
he's going to run out of money.
Yeah. And it's, then the question is, are the sponsors getting the return?
Yeah. He's got to start dialing it back then, because there's only so long.
I think he might, to be honest, because if he's already done the big deal with Amazon, because you can't go any higher than he's gone. Unless I'm not thinking imaginatively enough, and the next challenge is going to be like a moon run. Like, I just don't.
Maybe
partner up with SpaceX. Elon will probably be able to afford it.
You could go to Elon personally, like, fund my next video. I'm going to try and get to space.
Yeah.
Or tag team with you.
By the sheer like anger at both those people alone, the clicks would be much bigger than a normal video. Even if they just went to the atmosphere and back, I feel like that'd be pretty mental.
Well,
it's like first one to be able to hold their breath long enough in space. Like, I'm trying to think of what fucked up things they'd ask people to do up there. It's just going to space. It's been seen, but like, how do you torture people in space? That was what Mr. Beast would be asking.
I mean, it's all well and good, but until someone really gets seriously hurt or dies on one of these videos, surely it's over, right?
Or is it just beginning?
Oh, yeah, it's like Squid Games.
Becomes government subsidised activity. The new Roman Colosseum.
These ones seem really, I don't know, like depressing or too serious.
Your life too serious. Go on, let's do one.
I got one more left, but if money didn't exist, what would people compete over instead?
Well, they already did it. It was resources.
Yeah.
My man's got way more cows than you, bruv.
Yeah.
It was like, check out my chickens, isn't it? That's what it was. It was resources, it was land.
Yeah. I literally just goes to that, my head goes to that Rick and Morty episode where they're doing the purge and then there's no money because they've killed all the rich people, and he goes, yeah, well, I'll do your farming. If you cook me some bread, I'll cook you some bread. And it's like, wow, but I want a little bit more bread if I'm doing that.
It's the big AI argument, isn't it? Did we talk about that article that some guy wrote that just crashed the stock market? And it pinged back up, but it was pretty mental. Really? Yeah, so some guy was like, all right, let me just play out this scenario. Yeah. All these AI companies are saying artificial general intelligence is going to get made, this is going to happen, all jobs will be replaced. Let's run it. Let's see what happens if you did that. And he just wrote, yeah, basically society collapses and you're all idiots. Because we've got nothing to replace thinking with. Because previously, if you think about like when robots were made, or we went from horses to cars and we introduced like planes.
We upgraded.
That allowed us to do more. And it allowed us to think more. So that's where we moved into like the reason we go to the moon in the first place, because we managed to sort our food crops out. It was all connected. But as soon as you actually remove the thinking part from humans, you made us redundant. Yeah. And now it's only like, 10 people that own the rest of it, and we're all fucked. And you end up probably in a worse thing than even Cyberpunk. And it was like, well, that's what happens when you run it side by side. So it's all hype, because no company would ever go that far.
Or would they?
I think one would try, and then the others would try and do it. But I think you'd hope at some point governments across the world would be like, slow your roll, chief. You can't make everyone in the world unemployed. We haven't got the fucking infrastructure for that. Unless there's
you could, but you would just need to. You'd need to offer a lot of people. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
not personally, but they would just at your hands. Yeah. Technically,
but even then, like things like stock markets, where all these people make their money, so it wouldn't run anymore. If it's only like a few dudes that own all the money, or a stock market between 10 people, what are they going to do?
Just leave it alone. We've got a good thing going on right now.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to hit a peak, and then like something will just go, stop here. You can't go any further. Yeah. At least for like trying to replace people, quote unquote.
No, it should just be a case of just helping us.
Yeah, it should just help us do shit way faster. Yeah. And I think that's where it will be.
Because I think then there's more potential in everybody, really, in that sense that you can get them all doing more productive thinking. Yeah. Doing. Yeah. All sorts.
Yeah, I want to put that money into like getting us like freaking drone deliveries and like self-driving cars like China.
Yeah, but then you've just lost all the drivers and the people delivering.
The driver's still optional. There's just some self-driving cars.
No, but you might as well do it all then, because it's probably more safer, it's quicker, more efficient. It's all.
Did you see the freaking robot that finished a marathon before anyone else the other day? China did like a robot marathon.
What, with people as well?
I don't actually know if it was with people as well, but I know
because if the robot finished before anyone else, then that makes sense because there's no one else in it. Plus, you could. That's so stupid because you could make a car go faster than people. That's technically.
But I think it's obviously the first time where an actual humanoid robot has run a full half marathon, and obviously if it's built to win something like that, it did. But I'm not sure if it raced against other robots or something. But like, there's kind of the fact that China just does this fuckery all the time, where they live like fucking bajillion years in the future, and they're doing like robot UFC marathons. You get your food delivered via drones. The cars drive themselves, and we're just there like. Fucking potholes, isn't it? Like, it's a joke.
So many potholes. Oh my god.
Too many, mate.
There's just so many. Honestly,
if we went back to horse and cart, it would save me back.
We would never run out of jobs. AI will not, because there's so many potholes to fix. We could all bloody fix about 1,000 each.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're fixing their potholes with robots. Because I saw some guy visit. I think it was Shenzhen, and like he was like, okay, so there's robots like sweepers. He opened his door in the morning to a robot dropping off his breakfast in the hotel. Like there's just so robotics is so much.
They're walking around. Oh no, but they're like flying around drones wise. And
so the drones will drop off food and things like that, so they skip all the traffic. Then when he was in his hotel, he opens the door to what would either be room service, and it's just like a robot going, there's your breakfast on a tray. And then he walks outside, he walks past like a robot self-cleaning the street, and he walks past another one which is just a police robot, just going around doing the rounds, checking everything's going on. And it's just like, there's just so many more robots around.
Robot?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's this little it's literally like a little buggy with a camera on it going, "You fucking about? Don't be fucking about." That's what it looks like. And I'm like, that's mental. It's just so much more normal there that everyone's just walking around next to robots.
Where is this? China, did you say?
Yeah. I think it was Shenzhen. And I think they also do it in Chengdu as well. It's going to be normalised in most of China. But I'm like, it's just so cool. Like, it's actually insane. So I think...
People would start revolting here against it, though.
What, against robots, you reckon?
Well, yeah, if it was flying around policing the place.
But yeah, China's always been way more with surveillance state
really small things, like, or in America, someone's jaywalking, it's like, woo, 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 you're going to police, you're going to jail right now.
To be fair, I'm not sure if jaywalking's a thing in China.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in America, like, even if they brought that in, because we don't have it here either, right? But that seems something, because we don't have it here. Like, can you imagine getting arrested for crossing the road at not the right point?
Yeah, but there's an argument for it, though.
Yeah,
he was saying that, like, mate, it's just so much safer. It's just like no one fucks around because you will get caught. There's no two ways about it.
That's what I mean. They're quite strict on it.
Yeah, he was just like, I think because he had a female tour guide. She was like, yeah, I can just walk around here at night, do whatever I want. And I was like, if anything, that's a better reality. Yeah,
but their roads are completely different, though. That's why they've got all the self-driving and stuff. You can't do it here. The roads here are just crazy enough.
Yeah, it's mental. Yeah, it's horse and cart ass roads.
Honestly, they're so tight. I go down so many roads now where the cars are just parked on the road itself, and they're blocking your lane, aren't they? You would never get that in America.
Yeah.
How are these self-driving cars supposed to figure out where to give way?
Well, the thing is, technically, if you map it all out, the problem is it's just... They're a pain in the ass at the best of times.
It's hard to do as in control of it.
Yeah.
It takes one donkey, even like bus drivers. There was one the other day.
Or actual literal donkeys cross the road.
There was one the other day I pulled out for a bus was coming. I had to give way, otherwise I wouldn't go down that way. He wouldn't have come that way.
Yeah.
So I stopped. Another bus came from behind me, went round me. Even though I'm literally giving way to another bus and like just went down that road and completely messed everything up. Now there's two buses stuck and they work for the same company. You could see, normally bus drivers are like, hey mate.
He's like, what are you doing, you goob? Yeah.
He pulled over next to me. He was like, I'm reporting him. He won't be
it's bad when the bus driver's complaining.
He was mad. Yeah, he was there like, he's really annoyed me. He won't be in a job tomorrow. I'll tell you if I get my way.
The thing I don't get is I've never seen a bus driver actually apologise. Like,
because they
stick their fucking heels in, bro. Like, just like back up. My bad, y'all. I didn't see what the arrangement you had going on here. I just thought some mate was stopping in the middle of the road. No, they just they lock in on whatever decision they made.
Is it because they're too far in? They probably get so much grief.
Dedicate to the bit.
No, they get so much grief probably daily. That
maybe, but even to his colleague, you'd think that he'd be like, "Oh, my bad." It's just like, mate, he's just not giving an inch.
Yeah, he was like, "Nah, I got places to be, mate. I got people to pick up and people to drop off. Move." Whereas the other guy was like,
"Think robots are ever going to do that?" Nah.
No, because the robot would know what's coming around the corner. Especially buses, they know when they're arriving, so they'll go, right, this road's a bit tricky. He's coming here. We need to sort of miss this.
Do you reckon the one thing we should start with then is trying to automate the public transport part? All trains, buses operate by themselves.
Let's stop all the bloody tube strikes, but then you'd have a lot of strikes on that. The union's too crazy.
You still need the engine. Like, you would then just train them up to be engineers to fix the robots.
You seen how much money they get, by the way?
Probably a lot. Probably make more than us.
They're like 80 Gs.
Yeah, I think for the drivers, though, isn't it?
But even so, all they have to do is just...
But that's like saying... That's like...
I don't know.
That's like getting mad at, like, the entire aviation industry because captains get bare paid. Like, of course the fucking pilots get paid loads. It's going to be the rest of them that are getting shafted.
Yeah. I'm just being silly here.
Don't cross the picket line, mate.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, especially them, they're on a track. All they have to do is go to the next... Stop, go, right? Surely.
So I think the best thing that TfL could ever do from PR perspective is put GoPros on every driver and just make like YouTube channels of driving the tube, show what really goes into it.
Yeah, then pressing all random buttons, making it look like it's.
And the train bros would love that. That would pull views.
Oh yeah, train bros.
Train bros be loving it.
Maybe that's why it's such a high paid job because there's so many train bros trying to become drivers.
Yeah, maybe it's really complicated and you can only do it with X amount of autism.
It has to be. Otherwise, what are we all doing? Why are we not all driving trains right now?
Maybe you're right.
Or maybe it's just a tedious job as well in that sense because you're basically in a dark tunnel. But
that's when the autism kicks in even more.
You're in a dark tunnel all day.
Oh, that's going to be bad.
And you're just going down one line and back back.
Well, it depends on, like, maybe you get lucky and maybe you'll get a line that gets some daylight every now and then.
Yeah, but how often is that? Especially, I'm talking about London, the tube. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're mostly underground. That's the whole point.
Underground.
And you don't see the sun, and all you have to do is wait for everyone to get on board to the next place.
That's another good point on why the pay's so good then.
And then you go back. What, because of the tedious nature of it?
Tedious, depressing, hard, and probably technically complicated, and you probably have to train for ages because of of how many. Like, think of how many people are on a tube. You fuck it up once, you kill like fucking 100 billion people. Kill like 100 people in one go if you fuck that up.
More than that. Definitely more than that.
Hundreds on a, especially on rush hour.
Yeah.
So I can imagine there's probably a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they deserve more money, man.
Yeah.
Here we're for
Support the tube strikes.
We completely did a 180. Like, mate, I swear they just press a button.
So this is what happens when you use reasoning and logic to talk through a problem and don't just stop at the immediate issue.
Yeah, I think you have a point where you put it out there and you see how far you get down the line.
So that's what Critical Thinker looks like, folks. If you want to see more of that, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, if this is your first time, we don't just debate whether tube drivers should get more money every week. We're all about the culture here.
It is the culture, mate. It's British culture. That's what it is. Fucking Brexit, me Brexit.
Brexit ball, baby. 4-4-2.
4-4-2. Fucking hell. That's a nice way to wrap up.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So if you like this episode, please like, subscribe, comment, all the rest. Share it to your buddies and get involved, because we've got TikTok, Instagram.
We got all of the above. All the things. So we're trying to grow. We're on the road to 200 subs. So,
yes, we are. Yes.
And eventually 1,000, which is the next goal. But we're starting slow, people. We're starting slow.
Yeah. Consistency is key.
Much like a train, you got to pick up momentum. Right, I'm going to Brexit stage left. See you in a bit. That joke's alone worth a sub, surely.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.
Did you hold in the peace sign?
I was just like ready to do my old salute. Yeah.
Oof.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Fuck off. What are you looking at me for? Fucking have you?
Go. Why are you still here? Can we go now? Oh, did you want to talk about that thing?
What thing?
Nothing. See you later. Bye.
Wait. Got me good. I was like, did we forget?